everybody. Making sure my voice is heard. It is. Okay. Welcome to Tales of Diademia. This is episode 12, I believe. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We haven't had a session in over a month, so a bit of a recap is in the last episode, our heroes made it back from saving Calamar, and then they got an assignment to head to Vagrant City to try and find one of those artifacts. And in the process, they came across this building that, well, there was a lot of people falling from the sky. But besides that, they came across this building where, what's his name? Not Mio. Oam was doing shady stuff, and then they came to find out that the Feywild is releasing some kind of darkness into Diademia, or something to that accord. The Dalray was able to acquire a item from Oam while he was unconscious, and when he woke back up, they all ultimately left to try and figure out what to do next. But as they all scoured the city, Dargo and the others were able to find out that they are missing roughly a month's worth of events since they arrived back. And in the process of going to the library, he found a article that, or like a newspaper that said that it was roughly a month from where they last left off. As they gathered themselves to go try and find a Dalray who was coming across Baston Alsatian at the time, they rounded a corner and saw these things, to which Carcel was able to identify as Darklings, I believe. I think she rolled high enough to determine that. But before y'all could do anything, the session ended, and that is kind of where we're opening up. We're still doing roughly Theater of the Mind, but I have you guys in Roll20 just so it's easier to kind of, oh goodness, cancel. What's happening? Okay. I was like, it's not letting me do anything. Just so you'll have a better frame of reference of where everything is. So, Dargo, Bombast, you're with Calamar and Carcel, and you round this corner and you see roughly 8 or so humans that are like dead on the ground, and in their vicinity is these Darklings who's kind of like gnawing on flesh and organs and stuff, and they look over to the 4 of you. What would you like to do?
Well, Dargo's just gonna move forward into like the center of the street.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my scorching ray.
Oh, you're going right into it.
What am I gonna do? Reason with the people eating fucking other people?
I mean, you wanted to like gauge your situation. You might not.
Oh no.
Nope. Deciding for the team, I see.
We're doing this.
Okay. Well,
right,
in that case, I'll just have you all roll for some initiative. While that's happening, Cultus, you're in Vagrant City, kind of like walking around, and you hear a scuffle. Would be maybe a block or two from where you are. You kind of see like the crowd or the group of 4 up ahead of you, and they're kind of going into this alleyway, but you see the larger black dragonborn kind of like focusing his amulet to harness the scorching rays that are within it to try and shoot into this alley. What would you like to do?
I would absolutely love to approach and suss out what's happening before I, quick draw on anything.
Okay.
Um, want to see what's happening.
Okay. You can move like your full regular movement, and then you can give me a insight check. Okay.
Sure. Let's see. Up there. Inside. Let's take it. 23.
Nice. They look like they're about to fight something. They don't look like they're, you know, members of the Triperian Empire. You see, the Dragonborn kind of has attire similar to some of the, knights that or soldiers that work for the Triperian Empire, but the others kind of one's like a warlock, a blood hunter, and a artificer. So they don't look like they're part of the Triperian, but they do seem to be on edge from that insight check.
Fair enough. I think for right now I'll evaluate. As I
Okay.
try to get closer to see what's happening down the alleyway that they're trying to engage.
Okay.
I'm wary of the Empire being here, if that's maybe who they're fighting potentially.
Oh, all right. Dargo, what did you get for initiative?
19.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. Why does it always do that? Bombast. How do you get a 24.14?
17.
Okay. So I will roll for Carcel. I hate when I do this. So many people. Okay. 26 for Carcel. And my boy Calamar is going to get a whopping 13. Okay, and then I will. There is. I will roll regulars for these guys to figure out what theirs are. Okay, they're not very aware. So. Okay. So I say the top of the order cultists, you kind of like moved into place and you're like surveying the situation. So- Wait. There we go. Carcel, I'll make her move, and then we'll get started. I think that's right. Okay. Top of the order, Carcel, kind of like move over 15 just so she's down the alleyway. And we are looking at. Okay, yeah, that's definitely happening. Eldritch Blasts! Oh, she has 2 attacks though. What's the process? Let's see.
Our frames got messed up, Stacks.
Oh, did we lose somebody? Oh, we did. Let me unpin. I think that should be.
Thanks, Liv.
Yep. I'll do this round and then I'll show where Eva or Maka is. Yeah, I'm gonna just do. Oh, did we lose her again? Oh, we did. Well, when she comes back. Let's see if these Eldritch Blasts hit. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. Okay, 25, that'll hit. Damage for one of them is 5 points. So you watch as Carcel, the Tabaxi, begins to like shoot Dargo before you, kind of taking on to your lead. I think she recognizes that they're Darklings and know that they're probably going to start attacking here shortly. So getting the upper hand, she would do that. Cultist, and then Dargo. What would you like to do?
Just continue to use my Scorching Ray. So I'm going to I forgot pink. That the guy right in front, in the middle. I'm gonna hit him twice, and then I'm gonna go for my third one on the guy back to the left.
Can you ping him? Let me. Okay.
That guy. Sorry, small children.
Small children.
All right, so for the first one, nice. It's 6 to hit.
A whopping 6.
A
Oh
whopping
god.
6. We're starting out strong, guys.
That's gonna miss.
We're back. We're at 19 to hit for the second attack.
Okay, yeah, that one hits.
All right. And then sweet. Nat 20 for 24.
Nice, that hits as well.
So
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
2d6. So 6 damage on the first one.
Okay. I'm gonna just write in his thing.
And 6 damage to the second one.
Is that this guy?
Yes.
Okay. For the second one, did you roll crit damage?
Yes, right? That's. Alright, so
Like,
I've never
you rolled it twice.
I roll my regular damage twice.
Yeah. Whenever you get
I've
like a
actually
nat
never-
20 and it hits, you roll it twice.
Just my first crit, so 8. And then
That's your first crit?
of all our campaigns, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's fine, we're out here. We keep losing Eva. How much? Okay, so my homebrew rule is you can roll it twice and maximize the higher number, or double the higher number, sorry.
So 14.
So you roll
'Cause
7.
7 was the higher number.
Okay, yep.
So that was 14.
So the second guy gets hit with 14. Our windows are gonna be messed up for a little bit. Is there anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna use bonus action and light my longsword on fire.
Okay. So following up after Carcel, you go into the alley and you see these darklings. Did I? I didn't add. There we go. Oh, adding's hard. You see the Darklings in the alley, and after Carcel shoots off those Eldritch Blasts, most of them kind of like move out of the way, causing them to miss, but one hits them square in the chest, and then you follow up and hit that guy again. And follow after that with a crit hit as this scorching ray shoots from your forehead out of the, amulet and blasts into this creature, and it growls. After that, you pull out your longsword and you light it, and it's flaming in your hand. Anything else for your turn?
That's all.
Okay. Bombast. It's time to go boom. Explosions. Let's see.
You're muted.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to figure out my range. Alright, so I'm gonna unsling the launcher from my shoulder, and I'm going to fire a acid ordnance.
Okay.
So it should get all those three.
That straight line going back of all those. Yep. Okay. And is that a save or is that a roll to hit?
They must make a con save.
Okay. I will roll 3 of those. Okay, we got fail, pass, fail.
Okay, so the failures, weapon attack and damage that are non-magical reduced by 1, AC is reduced by 1, and he takes half damage if whoever's succeeded.
And the AC, is that for all of them or just the ones that failed?
Just the ones that failed.
Okay. And make a new AC. There's 2 with those. Okay. And what's the damage?
3d10.
Oh.
Plus 5.
And you said that's your slinger?
Yep.
Okay.
So 24 acid damage.
24. Then halved for the ones that passed. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Make a tactical withdrawal.
Okay. So you're just gonna move back a little. All right. Next up is my boy Calamar, because I have to have NPCs everywhere I go. I would do Eldritch Blast again, but we're gonna mix things up because he's a warlock. He's a badass. So we're gonna do some cool stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm not summoning anything else ever again. Summon Spirit Shroud. Bonus action. He is going to. I guess cast Hex on about 10. that guy here. So he's gonna be hexed. That's not really hex looking. That looks hex looking. Okay. And for his action, he will. Did I make my boy a warcaster? I'm not making him a ritual caster. He's gonna. Yeah, fuck it. Eldritch Blast. We don't have time to try anything different. We know what we are. So that hits. So 2 of them hit. A total of 8 more damage. Then add in hex damage, which will be 2d6. Oh, those dice are 10 more damage? Dang. Text, attacked, good to go. It's all the Darklings' turns. Here we go. So Darklings number 2, these guys are going to let's see if we can do this again.
Run away? Good idea.
One. I think it's this one. Where are the Darklings? Okay, there we go. They can do that. No. They can. That's what I want. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this one's gonna attempt to attack Carcel. Dargo. Here we go.
Yes, come closer. Group up.
Oh no. I made a mistake. Carcel's misses. Dargo does a 23 hit. Oh no, you're muted.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It just hits me.
Does a 22 hit?
No.
Okay. So one of these. Um. 9 points of slashing damage from a scimitar as it comes striking down on you from this guy. And then the other guy misses. That's it for both of their turns. Carcel is magic, right? Right? Misty Step? Yep, doing that real quick. Okay. Creating distance. She's going to kind of like bamf out in a wisp and reappear a little bit behind all of you. And, you know, Eldritch Blast, because why not? First one is 27. Yep, that hits. No, wait, not 27, 17. That misses. Okay, the last one hits. 7 more damage to the one that is in front here. Bonus action. Cultists. You see these dark creatures starting to come out of the alleyway. Actually, I forgot to tell everybody to do a perception check at the top of the round. Perception checks.
$24.
Okay.
$24 for Bombast also.
Okay. And Dargo?
18.
18. Okay. Yeah, with those, cultists, for you, it would just be a strange person that you've never seen before. But, well, actually, cultist and bombast. But, Dargo, on this top roof behind you, you can see the glimpse of Maka as she is on the top of the roof and she has her bow drawn. Maka, I don't know if you can hear us or talk, but you can roll for initiative and then I'll add you in wherever. If you can't talk, you can type it in the chat box and I'll get to it.
With Dargo, upon noticing Maka, just starts chuckling in happiness.
But with that cultist, with that check, you see other people starting to get in on this fight. What would you like to do?
Cutlass will walk up to here, next to the person that just Misty stepped. Hello, citizen. Do you require assistance?
Carcel will like look over to you. Yeah, just attack those shadowy guys.
Cutlass will turn back towards the alleyway, and right here, he will drop a flame strike.
Oh, nice. More checks for me. Which I'll do 2.
So it's a
different.
10-foot burst from the center. So it will hit these 4 guys right here.
Okay, so the tiny guys got a nat 20, and then these are the bigger guys failed. So these guys pass. And what was that damage?
13 fire, 15 radiant, 28 total.
Oh gosh. I don't think
DC 19 dexterity.
Where did you place that flame strike?
It should include the square it's cast in for the center. So it right here should only hit the 4 guys that
Not
are
me.
around it. Yeah, it should not hit
Okay,
anybody
okay.
else. Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it if needed, but yeah.
No, if it would go that far, then I would put it here, and I would hit the other 2 guys on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. What were those totals again?
Do you want
Fire.
it separately or just the total?
Just a total's fine.
28.
28.
His cutlass just reaches up into the air, grasps his hand, and yanks it down, and fire just plumes out of the sky around those guys.
Oh, nice. So, you all see this fire kind of like shoot down from the air, hitting into these creatures. They do not seem to like that very much. Let's do. Okay.
Trying to steal my thunder. I see how it is.
And then these guys saved, so half of that. Okay. So it just got those 4. Am I counting right? Okay, sweet. Anything else for your turn? Okay. Dargo.
So Dargo, seeing all this, just holding his 2 swords, starts laughing. Bring on the heat! And then strikes down at the guy in front of him with his flaming longsword.
Okay. The one that's hexed.
Yes.
Okay.
This guy. And that is
Oh no, Maka got a
13 to
5.
hit.
Oh, she'll come out. 13 to hit. 13
Yeah.
misses.
Of course it does.
Oh my god,
Alright.
this always happens.
It always does. And he's gonna take his other longsword and swipe it at that same guy.
Okay. You just gotta.
Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Awesome. Okay. Which is 28. 7 for 7 slashing damage.
Nice. Anything else?
I'm gonna rage as a bonus action. I forgot to do that first.
Okay.
It's been a while, okay?
Bombast.
The best order of operations.
So you said bring on the heat. Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh gosh.
And it'll get everybody except Calamar and Dargo don't have to make saves.
Okay.
So it'd be a dexterity 19 to save.
I'll roll 2 of those real quick. Oh no! Wait. Nope, still fails. Highest is 17.
Okay, well, they all fail and take 34 fire damage.
3-4?
3-4.
Oh gosh. We're doing that math today.
I finally expended a spell slot.
This whole
It's my
time?
first one. Yeah, it's my first one. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Ooh. That guy's not looking good.
They had their chance to run away.
I mean, fair. So types it on his phone instead of the... Anyways, Calamar's turn. We are going to not cast darkness, that's for sure. We're concentrating. So we will. Are all his spells concentration? No, they're not. Okay. Calamar is going to cast Mirror Image on himself. And bonus action will use Relentless Hex and vanish and reappear anywhere between 30 feet. So there. And then he will proceed to move. I think that's what I want to do. Yep, go up the stairs. Mirror Image. Darklings are next with Maka on deck. That's Mirror Image. So Dargo, 3 attacks coming your way.
Let's get it.
At least you're raging now.
Yeah, right.
13 is the highest, which doesn't look promising. 13 plus 18 doesn't hit, I imagine.
Correct.
Nice. multi-attacks. We're going to do that again. .24 is the only one that hits.
24 hits, yeah.
5 more points of slashing damage. Ooh.
So 3, right? Because it's half.
Yes, and then 10 points of necrotic damage that I forgot to do in the last round.
Which was 5. Just totem of the bear.
Oh, that's so cheap. The other big guys are going to cast darkness. But things get a little bit weird as the darkness seems to kind of echo out of all the corners and sides of the alleyways and into the area that you are in. Who's seen it before? I guess Bombas, Dargo, and Maka. You can make either perception or history check, whichever's higher.
For perception.
23 perception.
Okay. Bombas, for you, this would seem similar to the darkness that you all experienced in the house that you just came out of. Similar to the Feywild darkness that's plaguing everything.
So are we able to see through it, or what can we see?
It constitutes as like magical darkness. So if you have like, I don't know, devil's eyes or something that allows you to. But it's just on a larger scale because normally darkness is like 30 feet.
Yeah.
Other than that, it is Maka's turn. Which... Carcel, she's next. She has dark vision, but does she have magical dark vision?
Say we got 2 warlocks here. Hopefully we have a 50-50 shot at someone with devil's eyes.
Well, I don't know why. I think it's because Carcel's a profane soul blood hunter. I was like, how did she get Eldritch Blast? I mean, if people could take Eldritch Blast, they're gonna take it. Maka, if you're able to type in chat or talk, right now, your vision has gone dark. It's some type of like magical darkness. So all the creatures kind of like faded away into darkness. You still know roughly where they're at, but if you try and attack them, it might be at disadvantage. It is not working, no. These Eldritch Blasts in the background because I know what I'm about to do. Well, that one's gonna miss.
She has dark vision and enhanced perception.
What is enhanced perception? Let's see. Okay. Conjure Volley is a dex save for me. Well, for them. Only one of them pass. And it should be I just saw it. I just saw it. 8d8. 30 damage. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This guy. This guy. This guy. Why am I typing it all? Okay, so I don't know if anybody saw it, but you hear a bunch of like arrows shoot down from the air, and Dargo, you kind of feel like 3 slumps just like heap over near you, like sensory wise. You don't see them, but they felt like they with like crying.
Argo's gonna look over his shoulder. Good shot, Maka! Kill these cowards!
And then Maka, if you don't have anything else, it's Carcel's turn. The thing that she was gonna hit died, so I'll just apply it to this guy. And then Cultus.
Let's see. Cutlass will reach up in front of him, and strands of arcane energy will appear as he begins plucking at them as he's casting Dispel Magic to try and end the darkness effect.
Okay. Does that just happen, or is that a...
Let's see. So if it is a 3rd level or lower spell, it just ends.
Okay.
If it's higher, I have to roll for it.
Okay. What level is it? I think it's 5th level.
Okay. So I will roll for it. Ooh. Can't quite grab that thread and end the effect.
Oh no! Wait, doesn't it? Okay. So you have to roll like 15. I got it. Anything else for your turn?
That will be it. I can't see
Okay.
anything, so I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Dargo, you're kind of like, you see yourself again. It's like that weird darkness. But as you move, there's like, body heaps next to you.
So, not really being able to see fully, Dargo's gonna act based on where he last knew people were, and he's just gonna use his breath attack for his acid breath and straight forward.
Okay.
So if the two people are still in front, because it's 30 feet forward, they'll need to make dex saves.
Okay. Darn saves. I hate saves. 14 and 21.
So the 14 fails, the 21 succeeds.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Oh my god. And
Did they upgrade the Dragonborns to allow you to use your breath weapon based on your proficiency bonus, or is that just for the new Dragonborns?
The DC for the saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one. Damage increases to 6 level. You said can't take.
Oh no,
I
they
don't-
didn't change it yet.
Okay, good. I was gonna say I don't know. So, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, whoever failed takes 14, and the one that succeeded takes 7 acid damage.
Okay, so this guy, you hear like a. You said 14. So.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. Anything else?
Dargo is just, he's going to move forward over the dead body that he's assuming is still in front of him.
Yeah, it just takes extra 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, and he's gonna just over the dead body, because last he knew there were still the 2 guys to the left. He's just gonna sit there and wait.
Okay. Bombast. It's almost like someone fogged up your goggles and everything's like smutty, sooty, dark.
Those bastards. I'm just gonna go invisible.
Actually, hold that thought real quick, because I think the arrows hit him, so. It would have been 15, so. I think it would not be enough to keep it going, so. Yep, it's light again. Enough of them didn't pass to keep the
I can see.
darkness. Yeah. Technically, Dargo could as well.
Oh, well, in that case, let's catapult somebody. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna force fly a piece of stone at my feet and target the guy in the back.
Okay.
So, dex save 19.
Oh no. 18. Son of a dick.
So he takes 21 bludgeoning.
Oh gosh. Does the person in front of him take any damage, or is it if it missed him, it would just keep going and do damage after? I forgot how it works.
It doesn't really say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface.
It does look rough.
But that's all it says.
Okay. Anything else?
Action. Nope. That'll be it.
Okay. Did I not give my boy Calamar any cool spells? No, of course not. Did I give him any damage spells? No, of course not. I just make him summon demons, and I'm not doing that because he failed the last time, so... So bonus action, he is going to move his hex over to lucky number 2 and Eldritch Blast him. Well, we'll see if he hits first, and then we'll go from there. That just hits. Plus a d6. And he's gonna do it again. And that hits. Oh, he's dead. And then the last one's gonna go to this guy. Which, that's just gonna miss, so. He tried. He did his best. Darkling's turn. If I was a Darkling and I watched all my buddies just drop like flies, what would I do? Okay. Since they're the big guys. Dargo, can I have you make 2... Actually, 1 dex save. Or, sorry, not dex save.
Damn.
Constitution save.
Advantage with dex saves.
Hmm?
Ugh.
Oh, with dex saves, yeah.
Dex saves, I get advantage. Yeah. 7. 10 on my save.
Oh, nice! You failed it. You take a full 7 points of... Well, 7 halved because you're stupid. Radiant damage as this guy, like, explodes.
Like, explodes and disappears?
Yeah, like...
Okay.
Darkling guts. It's like Darkwing No. Anything else for his explosion? I guess he's gonna try and attack you, even though his... Well, he has to make a dex save too, so... Here we are. Or a con save, sorry. Con... +1. Oh, I rolled really low, so he takes 7 damage, and he dies. Which causes a trigger reaction. Can I have you make another con save, Dargo?
The popcorn effect.
Awesome. That's what, 13, right? 6, 7, 13. Yeah.
10-foot radius. Okay. That passes. So you only take half of this. Half of 9, which is 4. But half of that, which is 2. I hate it. I hate all of
I love it.
I hate being here. It's not even Maka. It is your turn, my dear. There is one Darkling left, and from what you saw, these bigger guys explode in a 10-foot radius. Darkness is gone, so you can attack normal.
So while she's typing, Dargo's just gonna like shrug his shoulders.
I'm gonna make a big guy, and he's gonna explode like the moon. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yes, lightning arrow attack. Roll to hit. Oh no, that's another deck save for me. Sorry. 2 seconds. Here we go. Oh, it passed. Does it do half damage? Yep, half. Damage. Okay. There we go.
Probably. He probably explodes.
No, he's still alive. He was in the back, just chilling.
That was so cool.
Does he explode? Is that that is a spell. Okay. Anything else for your go, Maka? Hunter's mark. Okay. We are going to Hunter's mark him. Which, there we go. That's just in case he's still there.
Smart.
Carcel's turn. You know what it is. It's Eldritch Blast. Oh gosh, not with a 3. Not with a 1. What is happening? 19. Okay, that hits. Jeez. 1 damage. Carcel. Okay. Cutlass.
Let's see, Cutlass.
I just got the reference.
Yeah, right. Cutlass will snap his metal fingers, generating sparks as he casts Firebolt.
Ooh.
$23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
$30 points of fire damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. He falls down, dies, and explodes. But he's far enough out of your vicinity, Dargo, that you don't get hit by it.
Yes. I mean, shucks.
And with that, oh my gosh, you all are out of combat. For now, at least.
Dargo's going to sheath his weapons. He'll turn around at the rest of the group. Well done. Good fight, everyone. And he's going to kneel down and inspect the Darkling that was in front of him, that is also now still in front of him, but in a different spot, and see if there's anything he can find wise on him.
Okay. They just have like kind of like old gooey looking daggers. Like
Gross, he's gonna leave that alone. And he's gonna walk back to the group.
While that's happening, Maka jumps down, says, "Hey folks," to all of you. She probably will recognize you, Dargo. And that's it.
Dargo's gonna look at Maka. Maka, welcome back. I've found myself with a new group of people. Same mission though. I don't know that guy, and he's gonna point to Cutlass.
And Carcel points at Cutlass as well. He did help. Oh no, you're muted.
Are any of you injured?
Dargo's negligibly injured.
Do you require assistance, citizen?
Dargo's just gonna like rub on his shoulders. Yeah, I got hit a few times there.
Walk up and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a heal bot.
Rejuvenating energy begins to soothe your minor cuts and bruises, Dargo. And you heal for 13 points.
Ah, thanks. That feels much better.
I can close that.
May I ask what the reasoning was for this conflict?
Well, in short, we are battling throes of higher power. This, I forget her name.
Which one?
The one working with Queen Midna that we saw in the house.
Oh, they didn't give their name, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
They're just...
This once acquaintance of our group, OM, is trying to release this darkness from the Feywilds. We were with a princess of the Feywilds, Dalray, and they were releasing her kind onto our world. If you were around when the dead bodies were falling, that's what they were. And as we were on our way back from OM, we encountered these darklings that were killing and eating the citizens. So naturally, we dealt with them.
I'm glad that I could assist.
Where are you from exactly? This tiefling of a male, it's wearing like a nice green kimono, red-skinned, looks at you, Cutlass.
Are you asking my manufacturing designation?
That or where
Yes.
you... Okay, yes, per Bombast.
I was manufactured in facility 156J. I have resided the last 6 months, though, in the Kalimshan Desert.
Dargo, make a history check. With advantage, because I know you're the best at these.
So, in the desert, does the sand get in your joints and cause issues?
It does.
15.
I have found this where, to make it easier though, as he pulls at his robes and adjusts his turban.
The manufacturing area seems familiar. It sounds like a kind of like almost Triperian facility. From what your knowledge kind of jogs to.
Um, what was the facility again, Cutlass?
16J3.
Oh, he's gonna rub it. Dargo's gonna rub his head. 16J3. That sounds like a Triperian facility I've heard in conversations.
I was manufactured by the Triperian.
Are you
Dargo's gonna put his hands on his swords.
you don't work for the Empire, do you?
No, the Empire or enslavers.
Well, this is true.
I have gained awareness of my enslavement and have broken the bonds as Thoth commands.
Wait, so you have actual sentience?
What constitutes true sentience besides the knowledge of I am?
Well, from what I know, the Triperian Empire's Warforged are usually programmed to do everything.
Other than the lexicon of knowledge they supplied me, I am not under their command.
Free will. Interesting.
Dargo's gonna put his hand up. That is all that matters. None of this other mumbo jumbo. Forgive
Can
my
you
manners.
answer my question?
Oh, sorry.
I
What was
can
that?
try.
What is the purpose of free will?
Dargo's gonna look at Calamar.
Calamar's gonna look down at Bombast.
Oh God, no.
I would say the purpose is to have your own experiences so you can share with others so they can gain their own experiences. I like to make things blow up.
Data sharing.
Oh, and I have this. And he'll reach into one of his pouches and he'll pull out a little clockwork owl and wind it up. I had one of these.
Cutlass like leans down and like looks at it very
Intently. This looks finely crafted.
Thanks. You're my friend. He's okay, guys.
Do you know him, Bombast?
But yeah, I said his name was Cutlass Toth. Toth something?
Thoth forged.
Oh,
I
okay.
was forged by the will of Thoth.
I don't know what that is, but
Well,
Thoth is a god.
ah.
what is he a god of?
Knowledge.
I like him even more.
He and his pantheon are breakers of bonds.
Interesting. Do you hear that, Darko? Breaker of things.
I heard, and that's just what we need. More of you.
Have you seen more of me?
No, it was a figure of speech.
I'd very much like to find more of my kind and free them from their bonds.
There was one, actually. An interesting one back at the shop. My shop. He used to be, part of Fang's crew. Well, sort of.
Did he possess free will?
He possessed a homunculus that was crafted from the soul of a child, I believe. One
That would be
sacrificed.
all of our core.
Yes. It's a bit out of my reach, but I am trying to work to bring him back to some semblance of humanity.
I would like to assist you in this endeavor.
Are you familiar? Well, I guess you would be familiar with your kind. Sure. I mean, right now we need to find a Dalray, but other than that,
I will
free
assist
to-
you in your current expedition to expedite assisting in the greater.
Dargo.
Yes.
Good
Um,
answer.
Sorry. Sorry. I was yelling at my child. What
Oh
happened?
no, just if you had to guess, where do you think the princess might be?
We're going
Don't
to.
you
I feel where you're going.
don't you find most princesses in castles?
Yes, but I don't believe
Yes.
Vagrant City has a castle. At least, not one
Also,
close.
I think Adare would be welcomed if they're the same.
You're trying to find someone?
Yes, we were trying to find. Adare was in our group, and we were looking for Fang. As previously mentioned, he was escorting someone here. And we went to the library. We went to the bar. We might maybe go back to the inn, our inn, and see. Maybe she has went there to book a room to wait for us and share what info we found.
It sounds good. I mean, there's only a few dead citizens on the streets, but other than that, everything seems to be peachy keen here. Plus,
We did just kill the ones cleaning them up. Maybe we should have waited a little while.
true. If we go back to the tavern, there might be people we can talk to that could assist us with also acquiring an airship for Bumbast. Turns out he might be a good pilot.
Do you want to narrate for Maka, Stacks?
Oh yeah. So Maka raises her hand, looking at you, Dargo. She explains that she has a bit of primeval awareness with her ranger skills, and she can detect Fae within a mile's radius.
I was gonna look at her and like, that is a good idea. I say we try that, see if we can locate her. That would be way faster than us searching blindly throughout the city.
Who's your friend, Dargo?
This is Maka. She is a ranger, right?
Yeah, Wood Elf Ranger.
And she was with us in their first group when we met up with at Tahale with Zoltaire and them. And she ended up getting a little separated. She had some other tasks to do. So I haven't seen her in a while. I'm glad she made it back.
You all watch as Maka kind of like goes over to meditate and kind of focus in on her energy to see how many like fays and other creatures she can find within a mile's radius. As you're, explaining who she is to the rest of the group.
Do you all not have a good relationship with the Empire?
Well, they're at war with us, so no.
With you specifically?
The people of Uvain, which is majority of everyone that's not Triperian related. No offense, Dargo.
None taken. For you, Cutlass, I used to be an officer in the Empire's army until I overheard Davik, the sorcerer of the king, talking about a plan against Fang, pretty much blackmailing Fang and blaming everything that he had conceived on Fang. And then I realized that the reasons I joined the Empire were not the same as theirs. And so I defected, found Fang, went to help him, and our ways have sort of diverted from one another, and here we are.
You broke your bonds and found free will?
Yes. You could say that.
After a bit, Maka kind of comes over and says that she can sense like a fey creature off roughly 10-15 blocks that way, just pointing down the alley past the dead darklings and further into the city.
Well, it's as good as we're gonna get. Just head that way and see what we find. Hopefully it is a Dalray.
I don't think I even have any
And
other
Dargo's-
maps.
Dargo's gonna start sauntering off through the alley of dead bodies.
It's what you do.
He was an officer in an empire or in an army. He's not unaccustomed to walking through dead people.
No, this is true. So you all walk for the next 10-15 minutes or so, and you come across a large tavern. There's people kind of walking in and out. The daytime, it's almost sunset around now, so there's people coming in for their usual tavern shenanigans, maybe? I don't know. But there's a lively crew inside, and you can all hear commotion and people talking. But that's where Maka leads all of you.
Dargo's gonna walk up to the bar and try to signal one of the bartenders, and be like, and ask.
This older goblin kind of walks up to the other side of the counter and looks at you, Dargo. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a friend of mine. I was curious if you've seen her. And he proceeds to describe Princess Adore, because I'm not finding the words at the moment.
Oh, yes. I believe she came in here talking to my wife. Looking for something. I really wasn't paying attention, but she was in here. She came back, checked out a room, and her and this older gentleman went upstairs. That's the last I've heard of anything.
You said she was with an older gentleman.
Yes, like a, how do you say?
Silver
Roughly-
Fox?
Well, his hair wasn't silver, but he did look older.
I
Pretty-
believe the professional term is gigolo.
Uh,
Is that the correct term?
I don't think he was a gigolo. No, I just think he was a older man.
Did you ask him?
No, she got the room and they both proceeded upstairs. I generally don't ask my the people that buy rooms here whoever they're bringing up to them.
Has she left since then, or is she still here to your knowledge?
Well, she did go upstairs, and I haven't heard back from them, so they could still be up there for all I know.
Well, we have much to discuss. May I bother you for her room number?
It's kind of not in our policy to give out the room numbers of the guests here.
Dargo's gonna reach into his pouch, bring out 2 gold. Your policy.
Yes,
Just,
it's a very
no.
fine policy.
Reach in, bring out 2 more pieces of gold and slide them over. I really need to speak with her.
I don't even know if you're good at this, but I'll have you do it anyway. Okay.
Cullis will lean over to Bombast.
Is this what's known as a bribe?
Yes.
We'll go with intimidation check, even though you're probably being more persuasive in this regard. But you are a giant dragonborn, and he's a small goblin, so.
Okay.
So, Cutlass,
13.
what do you use for sustenance?
My homunculi core empowers me.
Interesting.
It is powered with the soul of a sacrificed child and gives me endless energy.
Endless energy.
He takes the gold and kind of like scribbles some numbers down on a piece of paper and, just puts it on the edge of the counter and like counts out the 4 gold, pockets it, and starts cleaning a glass. Children about to die for science. Oh no.
Dargo takes the paper. Thank you very much, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about. Have a good day,
Good.
sir.
You as well. And then he proceeds up to go to Dargo's
Room 14.
He looks over to the rest of the group. I have her room number. I'm gonna go talk to her. I don't imagine the room's very big, so if you guys want to tag along, you're allowed to. If you want to just stay here and order some drinks and food, whatever you eat or don't eat, as he points to Cutlass, I'm gonna speak with her.
Carcel says that she is going to get a few drinks and see what the lay of the land is here, if there's any other happenings going on. And then Calamar is going to do similar, but he's going to try and investigate if there's any airships for sale.
Maka's typing.
Maka follows Dark.
Bombast is just going to pull up a seat at the bar.
Okay.
Cullis will sit with him.
Okay. So you, Dargo, and Maka go up to this room 14, sorry. Send you to the wrong room. And it's just like a wooden door, closed.
Dargo's gonna knock.
You hear footsteps approaching, and soon enough, the door opens, and you're greeted by Sir Alsatian, Mr. Baston, or Vladimir, however you want to refer him to. Dargo.
Vladimir.
I thought we were going by Baston here.
You're right. My mistake. Bastion. Is Princess Adalre with you?
She was. It would appear the Feywild is getting a little out of hand.
I'm aware.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, I was coming to talk to Princess Adalre before we ended up getting, I wouldn't say getting separated, went our different separate ways. We were both looking for Fang and Valamir, trying to locate where they went, seeing if she had any info. Or what she found, at least.
Well, when I encountered her, was a bit confused about how, you all were missing a month's worth of happenings.
Yes. We, after we left you and your sister, we decided to go to Kalamar to see if we could find out what happened to Owen and his artifact that was at the church. In doing so, we found out he was taken by mind flayers, rescued him from said creatures, came back, found Owen, came here, dealt with him in the darkness, which is his doing of releasing onto this world from Princess's dear Feywilds. And then we decided to look for Fang, see if, because he was supposed to be here, see if he could help us. And then I came across an article that was a month later, a newspaper a month later than when we first went to Kalamar. How we lost so much time, I don't know, but we did. And in our apparent absence, we lost our fort.
Yes, Fort Demon's Creek did fall. Shortly after you all left Tahale, it was attacked by the Triperian Empire, and this time they succeeded where they failed the last time when they tried to attack it. However, you and your friends were not there to thwart it like the last time, from what the princess said, so that could be a contributing factor. Triperian is seemingly forcing a lot of hands now that the things happening in the Feywild are escalating. They're using it to wage wars where people are distracted with other things.
Argo just starts like a little growl in his throat. Of course they are.
But they do say things get more complicated before they get easier. So I guess the next thing is what is your next move? All of you.
I'm not sure. The next short-term move is to get an airship. But past that, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just gonna confer with Princess Adalre. But I guess I can't even do that.
For the time being, probably not. She's returned back to the Feywild, and I don't know if it's a one-way trip or if she plans on coming back anytime soon. but she needed to finances, and I just assisted her with a way to get back there. There are other options. If you're looking for a ship, I know a few people that might be able to assist.
That would be most helpful. The only next option we have is to steal one.
In a way, it might be seen as that. As you know,
As
I look like I am one of them, even though I am not.
I know full well who you are. One condition, if that is the route we go, is it needs to be owned by the Triperion. I will not steal from an innocent just trying to make a living.
This can be arranged. However, I can assist.
Sounds good. My group is downstairs. We're getting refreshments. Would you care to join us? We could all discuss our next move and how we will acquire a ship.
Yes, I will be down momentarily.
Sounds good. And with that, Dargo's gonna look at Maka, just motion for her to follow because he's gonna go down and regroup with the rest of the group.
Okay. While that conversation is going on, the goblin comes over and serves Bumbass and Cutlass just a regular drink. This is on the house. You can thank your buddy for the business. Business. You drink,
He
right?
is the best price.
Free is the best price.
I'd hold up the glass and I look at it.
What is this?
This is alcohol. Ale.
What are its components?
To obliterate the mind temporarily. The more you drink it.
Not its function, but what is it composed of?
Oh.
How is it made?
What is beer made from?
Water, hops, generally some type of grain, and then it's distilled with yeast, creates an effect. This is probably not a very good one.
I don't even want to know how olden times made ale. It's gross.
Like look at it and then he like puts it up to his mouth slits and like just hear this water trickling against metal on the inside.
How does it taste? Do you like it?
This unit was not manufactured with taste receptors.
It's probably a good thing. You start
Like puts the glass back down.
sipping it.
What does it taste like, Bombast?
He's just gonna look at the bar in front of him. It's like, well, it's tastes kind of like if you were to put rain on this table and then wipe it up with a rag and then wring it out in a glass. Kind of like that.
I experienced taste.
Yeah. Like I said, it's probably a good thing you can't taste this. There's better though. Much better. I'm a cider person myself.
Do you drink much of the cider?
Not much, but it's nice. Yep,
Do you
warm.
require it to live?
No. Water is required to live. Sire is required for fun.
Entertainment.
Yes, now you get it. That's pretty much what alcohol is. Entertainment.
I understand.
In Dargo, you and Maka kind of catch the tail end of that. Cutlass learning about the joys of alcohol.
Dargo sits down and just grabs one of the mugs that isn't being used. Takes a huge gulp. I'm gonna need a lot more of these if this one's gonna be explaining life. As he points to Bombast.
Well, he asked questions, unlike some people who just run into crazy portals and get upset when they can't go through them.
I have much metal to get you more entertainment if you require it.
I told you he's gonna be my friend.
Your kind trades these tokens of metal as he dumps 20 gold out on the table.
God damn it, put that away.
Perception checks.
How do I get shanked in a dark alley?
27.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I got 9 with a +8.
So did you roll a 1 or? Oh. So Dargo, you and Cutlass, well, Cutlass would definitely know as he's pouring this pile of money onto the counter. First, the bartender stops cleaning whatever he was and looks over at all of you, and then you see other people in the bar just stop
Maka,
doing what
Maka
they
got
were
17.
doing. Maki, you can tell as well. And everyone just kind of looks over as gold pieces are falling down on the ground and other pieces are rolling on the table. What are you doing? You can't just dump gold onto the table like that. I mean, you can, but
Is it impolite?
Cutlass, let me give you a life lesson here. Not everybody has good intentions. Some will see all this gold and steal it from you against your will.
Free will allows for evil actions.
Exactly. Put your gold away. Don't just flaunt it.
Understood. I'll put it with the rest of the gold that I have. As I scoop it all back up.
He is right,
Also-
though. It's kind of rude because some people have never seen this much in their life. So it's polite not to flaunt it in front of them.
Should I give it to them? If they do not have?
If they ask for it, no.
good frame of mind. Around that time, I don't even know Bastin comes down, and he makes his way over to the counter with the rest of all of you. Forgive me, but are you acquiring new friends, Dargo?
It seems so. And they seem to be getting more incompetent the more I get. He looks more at Bombast than Cutlass.
You're so likable. How can you blame us?
Yeah. He's just
Where's Adalray?
Oh, right. She left to go back to the Feywild, so we just get Bastion.
Do we need to summon her?
You can try. She probably won't be coming back.
I would need an
Anyways.
appropriate area.
Don't worry about it, Bastion.
Maka took that gold and she profited from it. You'll find your one gold
that,
short. Cutlass.
That's fine.
when you count it.
Bastion kind of like looks at all you at the bar. Should we acquire a table to speak about matters a bit more out of prying ears?
Yes, I dare say we should, as Dargo looks around at everybody that's still sort of eyeing us because of Cutlass and his gold.
They're doing the old, we're not looking at you when you're looking at
Yeah.
us, but we're looking at you looking at you.
Cutlass will deny the glass from Maka.
I have imbibed in the entertainment. I do not require more.
Oh no.
Dargo's just gonna motion like, I'll take it. I need more.
She drinks
And, all
it.
Fair enough. And then he's gonna follow Bastion to the table.
Bastion picks like a table that's off in the back corner of the tavern, away from everybody. Or within earshot of everybody. And he'll sit down. One of the waitresses will come by and just set a table mead down with some glasses and then head over to the other people to serve them as well.
Dargo will grab it, fill up his glass. He didn't get any fine mead. Take a sip.
The only way I can get him on Constitution saves. That's the most damage he's taken on. So as you all are sat there, Bastion kind of looks you all over. So I hear you are in need of an airship.
Yes.
Bump-ass eyes.
Yes.
I think we can acquire one if we work together.
Okay.
The plan is to use my presented authority along with Dargo's claim to soldierhood, and if you others can also guise yourself as someone that works with the Empire, we should be able to take command of a fleet ship, so long as nothing goes out of the ordinary.
Dargo's gonna look over at Bombast. Don't blow this one up.
It happened once to that one ship.
That's one too many times.
Well, I mean, honestly, who stores the explosives in the hull?
I don't know.
The answer is everybody does.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, how do I present myself to look like I work for the Empire? I mean, I'm amazing looking, so what else do I need to do?
Well, we would need someone that can fly the damn thing.
Oh, that's me. And Cutlass is my first mate, can't you tell?
This unit was not programmed to fly ships.
Shut.
I think
Oh, this is deception, correct?
Yes.
This unit can fly ships very well.
spot on. Spot on.
Uh,
I think Cutlass should remain hidden once this transaction happens. I don't want some Triparian fool noticing his lack of programming and tipping off an alarm.
So who is going to acquire this?
Well, me and you, Bombast, as the captain. Do we need anyone else? We have Maka. I'm sure she can fill a role.
Well, if we say that we have a crew, then they probably won't question us there. The only issue we might have is lots of the members of the Empire tend to surround themselves with a certain sort of individuals.
Would Dargo know what he's talking about, the sort of individuals they surround themselves with?
Yeah, he probably would mean like, so like obviously anybody higher up would have like their own set of guards and their own crew of people that kind of follow along with them. You can probably sense he's probably referring to that.
Yes, you're right. Well, if it helps, then we can have Maka pose as a guard. Cutlass, we can have pose as just one of our machines. Say you're wealthy enough to own your own, but that would require you, Cutlass, to not act like you have free will.
This unit will obey your commands as long as they do not go against my free will.
I think that should do well enough.
I will need to change.
How so? Are you meaning clothing? The way you look?
Yes, other units do not wear garbs.
Right, that's fine.
And then he stands up and proceeds to disrobe. Right
Oh
there.
no!
You could have waited until closer to time, but if this helps.
Cutlass is
This
just
is Metal
gathering
Man
this
body.
stuff.
He takes it off. You could see like lines of adamantine riveting across his metal form as he stuffs his clothes back into his backpack. Otherwise, a very amorphous body. Very asexual.
It's all Kindle.
Dargo, like a bastion. Is that suitable enough for you? If anyone questions a lack of numbers in our quantity of our crew or normal proceedings, we can just say that we aren't trying to make a presence or our presence known. Flying under the radar, if you will.
I mean, that works for me if it works for all of you.
I think that's the best we got. So the next question then is, when should we best do this? I imagine probably during a shift change when there's less guards around to be poking into our business and paying attention to us.
I think under the veil of night would be good. Shift change as well. Give us a few hours to get our bearings. We just need to figure out which ship. And around that time, Calamar kind of comes back over, like sauntering over to all of you. Tell me why, exactly, there's a Triperian Empire ship under repair as we speak.
I'm not the only one who blows things up.
I mean, it seems very coincidental. But if it works, we can take it.
You would like an operational ship, correct?
Where are your clothes?
I am in disguise. This is deception.
Calamar is like...
However, I believe I have been preemptive.
And he starts putting back on his robes.
Yes, Calamar, we're all taking roles to acquire this ship. Which, do you know the state of the repairs of this ship you mentioned?
It was one of the ones injured. Do ships get injured? The ones that got damaged during the Demon's Creek attack.
I absolutely want this ship then. And he just mad. Dargo's just mad that now there's a ship that was there from when we weren't to take out our fort.
Dargo, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm still a little angry that we lost a month and our fort because we weren't there. So if we can take the ship, one of the ships that was there, that'll be a nice little payback.
So it's settled then.
Also, who do you need me to be? I am a master of disguise, after all.
Well, Bastion will be playing Bastion.
And starring Bastion Alsatian as himself.
I am just gonna be my former self, officer in the Imperial Army, needing an airship. Maka will be the guard. Bombast is the captain, and Cutlass is the first mate / our robot. Hence, he had no garb. He's gonna be reprising his role of a robot of the Imperial Army of free will, as will I, in his terms.
Ships can be injured.
If you could pose as another guard, 2 guards would probably look better than 1.
Understood. Well, it would look like we have a plan. Um, so as you all are finishing up your mead, is there anything else you all want to do before you get ready for tonight?
I think some good rest would do us some good before we go on a mission.
Nobody here is getting injured. But this would equivalent to a short rest if anybody does those.
Yeah. Dargo's gonna do that.
I was hoping for a long one. I used a spell slot, okay?
Oh, we're not warlocks here?
Unfortunately, not. But also fortunately, because I don't want just 2 spell slots.
Calamar's a level 16 warlock. He's fancy.
Oh, he's got 3.
He's got 3.
Well, at least I got arcane recovery.
I will cast Death Ward on myself, but otherwise I will spend the time thinking about what it's like to be mindless.
Since Calamar can do it, what's the spell limit for? Because he can give you a 5th level, a 4th level, a 3rd level, 2nd, or 1st. Maka.
So Maka said she's gonna rest and cast a few spells into her spell storing, her ring of spell storing.
Okay.
And ask if anyone has anyone to give it. That's what's happening. Just for those who can't see, and it's like, why is Stax talking about giving spells? I'm so confused.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking to myself. It's fine.
Does he give you a
Easy.
curative spell for the ring?
A warlock with a
Like that.
cure spell?
You didn't question this when he cured me or healed me?
You want a Spirit Guardian? I can give you that too.
But you don't get your spell slots back at a short rest, right?
No, I don't. But I have
Um,
plenty of 3rd level spells remaining.
unlike Calamar, he's full of rituals and one-time usages, and then his 3 slots is ones. So as you all do that, it starts to get late. The crowd changes in the tavern. And it's about maybe a 30-minute walk. So you give yourselves, I would say, at least an hour or 45 minutes to get there without rushing. But you all set out, pay your tabs, and proceed to the docks. Once you arrive, it's close to shift change. It will be at the top of the hour, so you all have at least 15, 20 minutes before any of that takes place. What would you all like to do? Calamar's gonna go behind, I don't know, like a crate or something, and change his appearance to look like just a human guard worker person. Does he have... He has nothing.
Maka is gonna pull her hat down over her ears, disguise herself as an elf, or against being an elf.
Oh, okay.
Dargo, yeah, Dargo is just going to keep a watch, see if there's anything he can, any weakness he can find or something maybe they can use. Either.
Do a perception check of the ducks.
Ooh, and that 20.
Oh, nice.
Phase. 4. 20.
So looking at this, your like military mind clicks over and you see it from a kind of operational standpoint. You notice, you pick out all the different guards that are on post, and there's a couple by this Triperian ship. It's a pretty large fleet ship, and there's like maintainers on it working currently, but there's guards kind of posted at the docks in front of it, and you see them kind of like just chatting there, not really, just kind of waiting for the end of shift. But there's roughly 3 at that particular ship, and then another 10 just scattered around the docks that you can point out that are visibly representatives of Triperian.
Cutlass will disrobe again. Put his stuff into his backpack, and then reach into his chest cavity and pull out a tiny little chest figurine. He like gives it a little rub, and then a full-size chest appears in front of him. He opens it, puts his backpack into it, his weapon, and the only things he's gonna have on him is his shield on his back, and his holy symbol hanging backwards down his back underneath the shield.
Okay.
And then rubs the tiny little figurine again, and the chest disappears, and he puts it back inside his chest cavity.
It's a neat trick.
It is a
tiny chest. I've learned it from Thoth.
Very practical. Good. I did not want to have to carry your stuff around.
Do you want me to carry anything around for you? I can call the chest back.
No, that will be fine, but I'll keep that trick in mind for later use, potentially.
I am ready.
Well, if everybody's ready, I think. And he points over where the 3 guards are. I think that's going to be our best option of approach. Those 3 look like they are close to the end of their shift and don't want to be here, so it might probably be easier for us to persuade our way past them.
Engaging deception protocols. And I just go,
he just goes lock still next to you, very more robotic than the lively jitter he was before.
Wonderful. And with that, Dargo is going to look to Bastion. Do you want to lead?
Sure. Yes. Should be easy enough. I'll let you do the talking, though. They
Fair
should
enough.
just recognize me. He swallows and then starts to walk that way.
Dargo's going to walk on pace with him, but just maybe a half inch back, just to make it so they can see that he is in fact in charge.
Calamar's there, Bombast is there, Maka's there, Cutlass is there. You all walk up to these guards, and they notice you at first, Dargo, and kind of like snap to attention. Lieutenant, sir, can we help you?
At ease, and yes, you may. Bastion here is looking to leave the city. We were looking to accommodate him with this ship.
This ship, sir?
Yes.
And he kind of like looks over to the guy next to him, and the guy speaks up. They're almost finished with repairs. The maintainer's been working kind of nonstop for quite a bit. It should be done in the next few hours, if that pleases my lord. And, yes.
Burger looks at Bastion. I think that will work, yes. Mind you, we are leaving discreetly. So we're gonna go ahead and wait on the ship for the repairs to be done. And we would be much appreciated. And Dargo like lowers his head to look more intimidating at them. If you didn't mention this to anyone.
Yes, sir, of course. Could we at least tell the person that's relieving us to go inform you when it's time for the ship to leave?
No. We will just discuss with the maintainers. Have them let us know when they're done.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And then he's gonna end that with like whatever salute and saying is per the army. And then he's gonna motion forward for Bastion and everyone to head into their ship.
Okay. Bastion will start to walk off. Calamar will head after. And I think Mock is probably gonna follow, but she's typing. You all head onto the ship. You see maintainers just like mopping down the deck and doing like last minute squeaky clean kind of pre-flight stuff. Nothing major maintenance level worthy, but they're going through all the different areas and cargo and places of the ship to make sure everything's top notch. One of the guards before his shift's over leads you all to the crew quarters of the ship. It's a much larger area than where the normal ship workers would reside. But he opens up the door and there's this large table that has different food plates and everything set up. If this pleases you, this should be where the food's served. There's a crew, the chef crew that stays around the clock. They have rooms on the lower parts of the ship, so you shouldn't have to worry about them interfering or anything. Just let us know if there's anything we could do for you, sir. And he kind of like motions out and heads out and leaves you all into this area. You can see out this large window all the different ships that are at the dock.
So Dar's gonna close the door. And Bastion, well, so far so good.
Yes. Pretty easy. I just Where to? Where are we going to go from here?
That's a good question. We might. I'm not sure. We original plan was of course against static. And then we got swept into the Feywild's issue with Princess Adalra. And led to this whole thing. Maybe we can go back to Tahale, confer with Zoltaire. He was our ally a month ago against the Empire.
I guess that could be arranged. We can head to Tahale, see if there's any points of business for us to do. Then I guess take it from there. Just so you all are aware, after the fort fell, Zotair had that teleportation circle disabled so that they could not head into Tahale.
That's smart, yeah. We'll just have to go there the hard way via travel. Luckily for us, Maka knows how to pierce the veil and get us inside. She's done it before, so we'll just have to go up deck and let her know.
As you all are waiting, the next couple of hours pass, and you hear a kind of like knock at the crew doors.
Dargo goes to open it, see who it is.
It's one of the maintainers. So they just told us to let you know that the ship's good to go. We're gonna head off to sleep, unless there's something else that you need.
Nope. We do not need anything else. Very good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And you see him like convene over with the other maintainers, and they all kind of exit off.
Dargo's gonna look at Bombast. Why don't you go look over the ship, make sure she's in good flying condition. Take Cutlass with you. Cutlass, you can relax a little bit, but just be on the lookout. If you see anyone out other than us, lock it up.
Understood.
He's gonna send them on their way.
Follow Bombast.
Bombast, the actual main area of the ship where you fly it, essentially. It's kind of like a few floors up, so that you can see the entire ship from where it's at. It's still concealed, covered in, so you have to go into like this upper deck room. But once you arrive, all of it seems roughly familiar. It's all Triperian tech, so it's not familiar in that regard, because Triperians use a bunch of like iridium crystals to power their ships. But you see that the stock is full, and you all don't have to worry about replenishing anytime soon.
All right, so I'm gonna start doing pre-flight. Check the power cells and try to accustom myself with the controls.
Okay. Roll A. We'll go with an investigation check. With advantage, because you have navigation tools expertise. So.
24.
Yep. It takes you roughly 30 minutes, not because like it's hard to find anything, but because the ship's just that large, and you go through like the normal walk around and everything checks off. Nothing really stands out. There might be like a few things, odds and ends, out of place, but nothing that would prevent the ship from flying off.
All right. So after that, I'll try to find Dargo and Bastion.
Okay.
Let them know that we should be good to go and when they want to leave.
In the crew's quarters, you, Dargo, you and Bastion and the others, you see these dishes come out and kind of like get set on the table, but they're not set down by anybody. And it appears that there's these unseen servants that are going around and preparing the food that you all will consume, and they usher themselves out.
Dark magic.
Dargo is gonna look over to Bastion. So, speaking of, as he gestures to the plates and everything, what should we do with the cooking crew?
Well, it depends on what type of cooking crew there actually is here. If it's someone just casting spells, then they should easily be assumed under new authority.
We should probably find that out. The last thing I want is a mutiny whilst we're in the air. And Dargo is gonna go looking for the kitchen / cooking crew.
Okay. As you go to the areas where those unseen servants went into, you open up the door, and there is this where is the character sheet real quick? Oh no, where did I put it? Okay, yeah. You see this mountain dwarf woman kind of cleaning some plates and setting them down in their correct areas. The door opens up and you enter in, and she kind of like stops and cleans her hands on her apron and looks over at you. Yes, sir, can I help you?
Yes, Lieutenant Dargo. I am with Bastion, Alsatian. I just wanted to introduce ourselves and let you know we're going to be heading out soon. Is it just you, or do you have a crew?
Just me, I'm afraid. Usually I just post the meals at the correct schedule and then make sure everything's cleaned up afterwards.
there's little interaction with the rest of the crew as possible.
They try to keep it at minimum. Usually I just I send the unseen servants in to collect and also plate the food for those on the ship.
Sounds good. Okay. I want to just check in, let you know. We will be on our way soon, so whatever you gotta do to prepare for that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And he's gonna leave.
Okay.
And he's gonna go up top and let Bombast know to launch.
Are you ready for it, Bombast?
Tally ho!
You're
all gonna die.
It was at
Everywhere.
this moment you all realize. So I need a series of checks. The pilot can dish them out however they want, but I need an Arcana check, a investigation check, performance check, and which one? Survival check. Oh no, you're muted. This whole time.
So I can handle Arcana investigation, no problem. Maka should probably do survival.
Okay.
I don't know about performance.
Calamar has a +5.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know.
He
if anybody
volunteered.
else- Oh god.
Voluntold.
Oh dear.
And then what were the other ones?
Oh, that was a horrible roll.
Oh, no.
7. It's a 7. I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. So Arcana is a natural 20 for 29.
Oh, nice. Okay. Investigation and survival.
Okay. Anybody want to do investigation?
26 for survival.
Okay, I'll do investigation too.
You know what mine.
I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead, Gutless.
I lost my die.
This is good because they're like in different areas. So Calamar's just up there like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with any of this.
There's a 12.
Okay. You all hear the engine start to spurt up. Power starts to reside within the ship. You kind of feel it undock and like lift in the air a bit. The sails come out, although you're guessing it's mostly cosmetic. And yeah, it undocks from the docking area. And you're all on this flying ship.
That's the TM grinning.
The grenades. Sweet. As you all start to head towards Tahale, is there anything that you all want to do?
Dargo's going to just call out for Maka if she hasn't made herself known, and just tell her that we are in fact going to Tahale.
Okay. She's
What is
meditating.
the purpose of this? What's the purpose of this destination?
So before we got to the path we were on, Zoltaire, the leader of Tahale, was allied with us in our fight against the Empire. And since Adalre's not here and I don't know exactly what apparently is going on since I've been gone for a month or what to do, we're just going to go back and I'm going to confer with him to see what our best course of action is. Our next best course of action is.
Understood.
Maka irritably stops meditating, tells you where you need to steer the ship, and then goes back to meditating. As that's happening, Calamar looks at the rest of you. If we're going to be flying for a bit, I can take this time to try and bind the shop to here, so we also have that access.
That could be useful.
That sounds very good, yes.
I feel like Mira might have blown up the place, but we'll find out soon enough.
That certainly sounds like him.
Any place in particular you would like the gateway to be?
The poop deck?
Sure. I don't care.
So instead of the poop deck, you go to Calamar's shop. That's great. So Calamar starts to walk off and like he knows where the poop deck is. And begins to prepare the linkages of getting his shop bound to the ship. It's going to take a while to get from Vagrant City to Tahale, but you'll all have time to take a long rest and divide it up however you want. Bombast, you've noticed that the ship kind of like flies itself, but there are like mechanisms like alarms that'll go off if it senses other ships or activity or other stuff that could be of bad juju. So you would have an opportunity to rest as well.
So I can nap at the helm. Got it.
Yeah.
Nothing ever bad came of that.
Oh no.
But yes, I will rest.
Okay. But other than that, we will probably close out on a good note and pick up in 2 weeks with more chaos. Because what's Tali been doing for the past 30 days? There's a Spider Queen.
Oh God. No.
She's back. No.
She took it over.
Oh my
We're gonna die.
You just come back and there's webs everywhere. I redecorated.
I need to figure out how to make goggles of devil sight.
Not the spiders.
Not the spiders. Yeah,
That's
right.
when Maka last left. She came back, and now we're going back into it now. But yeah, we will continue out 2 weeks from now. I think we actually have 3 sessions this month, which is exciting, but also sad because it like closes out the chapter for everything. And then now y'all have all these cool... Oh! You all are level 12. Sorry. Forgot to mention. It's the best kind of campaigns you join. You immediately level up. But yeah, I think for everything that's about to happen, level 12 will be a decent level for everybody to be at. I will click the ending one here in a bit, but we'll see you all the next time. Have a good day. Take care. Auf Wiedersehen.